29 of the Backrooms. So, if you are unfamiliar with the Backrooms, it is a liminal space creepypasta revolving around note clipping into an alternate world consisting of levels of infinite rooms and variations of that setting. Okay, and so we're gonna do level 29, so I hope you enjoy. So level 29 is the 30th level of the Backrooms. It is basically a civilization that happens to be surrounded with infinite ocean. So according to that wiki, it is a civilization that claims to be the safest place, and the island inside it must never be disturbed. So here's how level 29 looks. It's an endless ocean made to surround something. Far out there is a single island, and on this island there happens to be some mini civilization that is growing and trying to colonize and build a future. The island is surrounded by steep cliffs made with rock and metal. These cliffs act as a natural barrier against outside threats. Inside the island, tall mountains would rise across the place, and these mountains protect the settlements and provide a steady source of almond water. And the water flows down the slopes and forms long rivers. So the oceans around the island are called the outer areas of level 29 of the Backrooms. Parts of the island that are not protected by mountains are called the outer circle. The areas surrounded by mountains are called the inner circle. Between the mountains are small towns. and small wooden huts help produce enough food for the people. Most of the population lives in these towns. The buildings are made out of wood, and they form the foundation of the island's growing village or mini city. So in the outer circle, watchtowers and small huts can be found on the hills and on the cliffs. These structures are there to protect the island from danger. These areas beyond the island are too dangerous to explore, and people often report seeing large and strange entities in distant waters. So because of this, defending the island is a top priority. This protection allows the people to live in peace, safe from outside threats. Everything beyond the island is considered a dead zone. The ocean itself is dangerous and can even destroy strong boats. Strange, massive creatures have also been seen here. The only known way to leave the level is by crossing the ocean, but that poses a huge risk, and the chances of survival are very, 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 very slim. And as a result, it has become too dangerous to travel. Since no one can really get out of this level, the people of level 29 focus on building a strong and stable society. They use a special kind of wood found exclusively on the island. It is elusive to this island. The wood has a very, very, very strong resistance to fire, so they're fireproof, very, very strong, making it ideal for construction. Because of their isolation, the people have developed different ways of living. Some communities have no government and rely on cooperation. Others follow their own pyramid based on old ideologies. However, their systems are nowhere near perfect. Conflicts still happen, and these agreements are common. as I wrap up the explanations of the layout of the level and how it behaves like a mini city, we're gonna talk about the entities. As mentioned before, the ocean is very, very dangerous. And there is one major entity as it lives deep within the oceans. It is a massive octopus-like entity called the Kraken. It sleeps deep in the ocean of level 29. It is as large as the island with extremely long tentacles. While it remains asleep from the island, it creates a powerful magnetic field that forms a whirlpool, pulling in everything that gets too close. Boats caught in this area are never returned, like you'd not escape from a black hole. The Kraken is a major threat to both the island's population and possibly the rest of the Backrooms, since it could theoretically no-clip out of the level. So, now let's talk about the entrances and exits to and from level 29. To enter level 29, one must travel far beyond the ocean of level 7. As soon as the sky turns a pale pink and the water is lit by an endless sun, you have reached level 29 of the Backrooms. As mentioned before, it is extremely hard, almost impossible, to exit out of level 29. So the only exit, as mentioned, requires a boat and sailing it far, far away. Far, far away from the island for several days, beyond the limits of this level. However, because of the dangers and unstable nature of the ocean, this journey is nearly impossible, and most who try to attempt to exit out of this level are very unlikely to survive. So imagine trying to cross the ocean to get out of this city or prison, mountain, island prison. Good luck. I'm gonna spend a quick 30 seconds just tingles to give you the final injection of the triggers that you'll need for your sleep. Okay, so this will wrap up level 29 of the Backrooms. If you still don't know or understand the Backrooms, it's kind of a series I gotta do on this channel where I make ASMR Backrooms videos covering each level or some of the levels of the creepypasta of the Backrooms. But if you didn't understand, I hope my triggers will still give you the ASMR that you need. So, hopefully you got your triggers, your ASMR experience, and hopefully this makes you sleep, ease off your sleep debt, and clears out your entire balance of your sleep credit card. And that's my goal for this channel, so please like this video if you enjoyed it. And if you don't want to miss any of my future videos, consider subscribing, and that would help me in your sleep. So, good night everybody, and until then, I'll see you next time.